What up, everybody? Time for another video. In early 2021, Michael Burry bought several leveraged ETF positions to express his belief that there was going to be Weimar-style hyperinflation in the near future. This video will explain what Dr. Burry missed and why he should have shorted the opposite products rather than going long and purchasing calls as he did. While I personally don't agree with Dr. Burry's call toward hyperinflation, in fact, I believe the population has very little extra cash, and what they do have, they are pumping into scams and schemes in a desperate effort to make ends meet. And once the money runs out, we are more likely to have another collapse or deflation. I saw the same thing before in 2007, right before the crash. I'm surprised Dr. Burry didn't come to the same conclusion, to be honest with you. Here's my long-term prediction. The next 2% move on the 10-year bond will be down, not up, meaning negative rates. One thing's for certain. So far, Dr. Burry has been incorrect with his trade. In my videos, as you know, I like putting data to work in order to help you think a little differently. Let's look at some of Dr. Burry's trades, and I will show how the poor guy was bamboozled by products he didn't understand, or he was being negligent with client funds. It's one of the two. And if he didn't understand how these products operate, how could anyone assume that a casual investor would? On the screen is a list of his trades, highlighted, that we will analyze. You're going to want to pause and rewatch sections from here on out. This is far more complicated than most asset managers will understand. Michael Burry failed to understand or care regarding the impact of these two prospectus disclosures from ProShares and Direction. Please, for your understanding, pause and read these statements. They are warnings listed directly in the prospectus. The link to the prospectus is in the description. If you've watched my other videos, I've described in great detail how the structure of all, and I repeat all, leveraged, inverse, and futures-based exchange-traded products are fraud. That they are guaranteed to go down towards zero over a long enough time period, making the issuers rich only at the purchaser's expense. In this case, the good doctor was scammed along with those that invested with him, believing that he knows how the products he invested in operate, which in this instance, clearly he did not. Here's my point. Because these products are designed to decline in price over time, if you want to trade them, you're always better off, on average, shorting the opposite product you wish to go long. Pause. Rewatch that. If Michael Burry had done this, he would have been far better off buying puts or shorting the opposite product pair. Listen, because this is PhD level education, even the good doctor, MD, would have benefited from. Dr. Burry should have shorted UBT or bought puts in UBT rather than buying TBT or purchasing calls in TBT. Year to date, going long TBT would have made him a pathetic 0.73%. But shorting UBT would have made him a respectable 8.94%. Over the past 3 months, shorting UBT rather than buying TBT would have made him 2.25% rather than a 0.42% loss. Year to date, Michael Burry's long position in TMB, if it had been in shares, would be down 2.3%. But if he simply would have known how these scam products worked and shorted its opposite pair, which goes by the ticker TMF, he would have made a very respectable 16.53% return. Where was he? If you're his client, ask him why he didn't short the opposite product. Even his wrong guess in market direction could have made him and you a return. I've reached out several times via voicemail and email to Cyan Asset Management. Here's some proof, in hopes that Dr. Burry would assist me in exposing these scam products to the masses. I have to assume he listens to his voicemails, and here a member of his team reads his emails. Perhaps one day he will join me in this effort. It's a shame he didn't listen before. I could have given him an alternative trading strategy that would have made him and his clients money. In the next video, I will showcase the largest dollar value that was ever submitted to the SEC in a prospectus and the public to be taken seriously. What's that dollar value? Stay tuned, but here's a hint. It has 15 zeros. Until next time, Rob Besgen is out.